Now, there were some things that I liked from the show, but also disliked, okay? If the show was 2 hours and it just had all of the good content from the show, I would have no problem. I don't think the show needed to be 3 hours, let's be honest, okay? They did add some new pieces like Trick Williams, which I'm excited for. I'm not sure if Obafemi will be coming on SmackDown, but they are showing a vignette of Obafemi. Okay, we got Matt Cardona. And adding these guys is only going to help SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown was the worst show consistently of 2025. So having a Trick Williams, who was pretty charismatic. I think Trick Williams did a really good job with his promo. Obafemi, like we've seen, he went 50-50 with Cody Rhodes, which Obafemi should squash Cody Rhodes, let's be real, okay? But, he went 50-50 with the A-Champ. So obviously they think highly of Obafemi. Matt Cardona, I don't think he's going to be a top guy. I think he's going to be somewhere in the mid-card. But it's just nice to have extra guys where they are actually talented, right? Like Matt Cardona, we've seen him in the past. He's only gotten better from him being a Zack Ryder. We can see him feud with LA Knight, and they already had a match, but we didn't really get any promos between a Matt Cardona and LA Knight. I think that would be interesting, right? It's like the Spider-Man meme. They look the same. Now, let's dive into this recap. We start off with The Miz. He comes out, and, I love The Miz. I think The Miz is one of the best on the mics. Very entertaining. He basically came out and was like, I'm the guy. I'm the locker room leader. I feel like they have The Miz do this every, 5 months. He comes out here, just says he's the leader of the brand and all this other stuff, hyping himself up. But Randy Orton makes a surprise return, and when he returns, The Miz carries on. It's like, me and Randy are the leaders. Me and Randy are the top dogs. Basically, me and Randy are in this together type of thing. And, Randy Orton did not reciprocate that. He just hit him with an RKO. And, pretty decent segment. I always enjoy a Miz segment and Randy Orton segment. But we then have a 8-woman tag match, and we had Rhea, Io, Charlotte, and Alexa versus the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, and Last Legend. They had the Rhea team win, and I feel like there's not much to talk about. I mean, I think they're trying to tell... It's like two stories collided into one. You have the Rhea and Io against the Kabuki Warriors, and you have the Charlotte and Alexa and Nia Jax and Last Legend. I think they were just trying to showcase the women they have on the roster. That has to be the only reason why they have this match, because I still don't see the reason why, but I may be missing something. Please comment in the comment section if I am. But we then get into the Matt Cardona versus Kit Wilson match, and before Matt Cardona came out, we had a little promo of Kit Wilson basically reminding the fans of his character. He's basically like he's just a flamboyant man. That's really what he is. But we have Matt Cardona come out, basically wins pretty decisively. Decent match, not too crazy, but it looks like Matt Cardona is positioned for a mid-card push. So we may see a Cardona versus Carmelo Hayes somewhere near in the future. Might be a little feud. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't mind Cardona getting that type of push, because we need more mid-card people, right? We're relying on guys like Johnny Gargano right now to be a matchup against Carmelo Hayes. I'm sorry, Triple H, your obsession with Johnny Gargano and Ciampa, you need to end that. These guys are done. They should be fired. Well, let me not. I don't want to, promote people getting fired, but they need to have a less of a role or just be a tag team, because they are a tag team. Let them be a tag team. We then get the Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre 3 Stages of Hell segment, is what they call it. Now, the mic work from Drew McIntyre and character work from Drew is always good. Drew McIntyre's a great villain. I think he should be champion, but most likely he's not going to be Cody Rhodes. But we're seriously fighting over a piece of a picture, a piece of paper that's a picture that you can find on the internet and just print out. That's what Cody Rhodes is freaking out about, because Drew McIntyre threatened to burn a picture of Cody Rhodes and his father. Okay, Cody Rhodes cannot control himself. He's checking backstage, looking for Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes back into the stage and threatens to burn the picture. Cody Rhodes runs back, and he slows down right when he's about to get into the ring, waiting for the bodyguards to hold him back. Now, the segment was decent, right? I still don't understand how Cody Rhodes committed a felony, pulling up to someone's house and then attacking him at his own house. How is that comparable to someone burning a picture? But, Cody Rhodes has his own morals, I guess, and same with, the GM. But yeah, I want Drew McIntyre to win this rivalry. Obviously, he's not going to win. But, you know, it's always nice to have faith, okay? We then have the Women's U.S. Championship match. We have Gilia or Julia, whatever her name is, versus Chelsea Green. And, of course, Gilia wins the match. Now, I think Gilia is great in the ring, and, you know, I think it's smart for her to have a manager in Kiana James. Now, Kiana James helped her win that match. She kind of distracted Chelsea Green. So, you know, Gilia got the win as a heel. But Gilia just does not get any reactions. I mean, I remember there's one SmackDown where she had a full match trying to get the crowd engaged. No one reacted, right? And she's the champion. She's currently the champion, and no one really cares. So SmackDown has done a horrible job at making Gilia or Julia, whatever her name is, I still don't even know her name, believable as a champion or believable as a character, right? She's not great at, you know, being on the mic. She's not great with her English, so she has a manager who speaks for her. But, you know, the manager who speaks for her is also a wrestler, right? I don't know, this is just my opinion. When you have a manager for a wrestler, they should be just a manager. They shouldn't look fit. They shouldn't look like they can beat the wrestler up. You know what I mean? Like, that's like having Bobby Lashley. Okay, let's just imagine this, right? Swap MVP and Bobby Lashley, right? Let's say MVP wasn't great on the mic, but Bobby Lashley was. And Bobby Lashley was MVP's manager. Would that really make sense? Right? Would MVP be believable? Like, if MVP could not talk on the mic, right, and also was smaller and weaker than his manager, how would that make sense? That's kind of what's happening with Julia. And guys, I am praying that this was the end of the Damian Priest and Aleister Black feud. Right, this match looked like it was the end. Damian Priest said, this is the end, okay? I swear, next week, if we see Aleister Black jumping Damian Priest from the behind, and here's the thing, Damian Priest ended up winning this match. It was an ambulance match, great match. Damian Priest, Aleister Black, great in the ring, okay? Why did Damian Priest get the win here? I mean, I know you want to protect Damian Priest, but I feel like I don't even remember Damian Priest losing, like, recently, ever. I don't think, like, when's the last time he's lost? For real, right? Aleister Black hasn't really won any major wins. So I thought this was a time where you can make Aleister Black a little bit more believable as a mid-card guy, or even I don't want to say a main, a top talent, but at least up there in the mid-card, you know? So I think that was a missed opportunity to, build believability into a star like Aleister Black. But they decide to give Damian Priest the win, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully this is the end. I want this to be the end. Maybe Damian Priest can start a new faction. I think they want to keep Damian Priest a babyface, but I think Damian Priest is better as a heel. I don't think he's been doing anything of substance at all as a babyface. He just seems like, Dom from Fast and Furious. That's really what he is. So hopefully they can change something with Damian Priest, because I don't want to see Damian Priest just doing what he did all of last year, because that's just boring. No one wants to watch it. It's not great television. It is just boring. That's really what it is. So, I think SmackDown is going in the right direction, right? We have Trick Williams. We have Obafemi. You got Matt Cardona, and, maybe some new NXT call-ups. I think that's going to be it for the NXT call-ups, right? Trick Williams, Obafemi, maybe Javon Evans coming up soon, but I still think he needs this time to develop. Maybe a Ricky Saints once he loses his title. We will see, okay? There's a lot that, SmackDown can do to better their show. But this was the better show. Hopefully they can continue this trend. And if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.